Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Vallen, and this is Istrolid, a beta game that you can get for free on Steam. As you can see here, beta 39.4. It's a really interesting shipbuilding fleet versus fleet mechanic that is very simple to start and understand, while later on the strategies can become very complex. And there are some other options on here. I'm just going to be doing the campaign today. You start out in this wonderful little, galaxy here. You've got your little boss fights, your little stars that you'll have to progress along, and things that you've already got, arrived at. You can revisit if you like, but we're right here. Fight versus static AI. This is your planet, your origin, which is great. So we're going to start off with a fighter here. As you can see, we have a little turret emplacement, and it has a field of fire, basically the forward 90-degree arc. And then we've got a battery that recharges. It's our reactor, and then a couple of rockets. So we can put them on the side and so on like that, but I'm just going to put them on the back because I'm thinking this is as aerodynamic as it's going to get to start with, and this is all you're going to start with at the beginning. You have to unlock things, and it's basically telling you that you need to fly to these areas. You can click and have different guys going to different areas. You can have them line up in lines. And you're supposed to basically capture little points on the map. Now, I only have so many guys here, and there are enemies here, though I don't think that they have any. That guy has guns, so that's something to worry about there. But you can try telling your group that they need to spread out and kind of surround the guy. If you have advantages being able to turn, but in this case that guy, he was just a target to be had. So we could actually leave one of our guys there to capture that and have the rest of the group move on. But you see how slow some of them were to respond because they don't have any wings. It's not going to allow them to turn very well. And this guy here, he doesn't have any wings either, but he's not exactly moving. So I might test to see, since my guys are super zippy. Ooh, that's no good. Maybe we just go for a straight attack. Get him, boys. And we see how this comes in. We probably should have split into two groups and attacked front and back to try and minimize our casualties. Have him target one group instead of the other. But yeah, if there were more enemies, they could have flanked around and retaken our areas. It's pretty good. And it gives you the items that you started with there by defeating that area. Then you start into the next spot, and you have these little armor bits, which there's a better assembly screen on this. This is just kind of a walkthrough on how to do this, and I mean, I've got this little bullet going on here now. This guy, he has wings, so he should be able to turn pretty good. And he's got armor at the front end, and we have to tell it how many ships you want to build, and you have a certain amount of income at the bottom there. And I'm just gonna keep cranking out as many of these as I can. Regrettably, there's a plus minus. It's just clicking, so I'm gonna have half of them go up here, and the other half are gonna go down here, and we'll see how it goes. These guys, I don't think that they have any kind of weapons on them. I think they just have this giant battery and some wings, and that's it. You can see how these guys fare. Let's move them in a little closer so that they actually do some damage on this guy. There we go. And now you can see that there are other targets. More of these guys with the really heavy guns. So, as we found out before, it might be best to split up. And we'll just have these guys move in at the back here, this move in the back, and those guys will hold the placement against these just dummy ships that keep coming in trying to attack us. And we're going to move these guys off the point. These guys are going to come in here and just stay here to protect. Let's do this here. And then these guys move off the point, and this one come up here with this guy. And we'll have these ones reinforce this group. Why not? So these two, have them just protect the point. And we're going to have, let's split these guys in half. Half the group go down here. And that might be within that guy's range. Let's aim out a little further. And half the group go up here. And yeah, I like how this is looking actually. Yeah, they might even intercept this guy in the meantime. Yeah, that's good. Do a little damage on him as he gloats past. So Now I can have these guys come up behind and attack, and as he starts... Oh, looks like they're going to take some damage anyway. At his assault, the other group can come in, and while he's trying to turn around, he only has one direction he can aim in, so then we just totally demolish that one. And then just to ensure that we don't have any guys coming in to attack us, we can make a giant wall. Let's bring one of these guys back here just to make sure that we take the point. And then we can repeat this process over here. Actually, you know what? Let's just have these guys charge in on the center. These guys join in with this group. And I'm making this more complex than it really needs to be. I mean, I could just charge in and storm these guys currently and probably take them out without a problem. But I figure, why not? Might as well just kind of just show you guys some of the ideas that you have with this. I mean, this is a slow-moving thing. It doesn't have any wings. It has some jets on it, so I guess it could move. But, I mean, he's surrounded, so he couldn't really do anything. Once we take all the points on the map, we then win, even if there's enemies being spawned. And there we go. We now get wings and heavyweight armor, which is a good progression, I guess. Now, you can actually move this whole thing up and down, but if you move it off the screen, it just deletes everything that goes off the screen, so I'm going to try not to do that in this case. Now, you can see we have 2 batteries to work with. We've got 4 engines, and I mean, it starts you off really slow, which is really nice. I like that. It does a good job of kind of like walking you through the beginning. The strategies can get very complex the further you get into this, but I really like the whole bullet idea. But here's the thing. If I try putting a rocket behind another rocket, it says, you know, the exhaust must not hit the other item. So that this could work the way it is now, but I don't know. It looks really vulnerable, these rockets do. So let's kind of, we could do something a little more like, whoops, like this. And we still have the armor up front. I mean, I was putting wings on the front nose there before. And this looks a little bit better, at least. I don't know. You know what? Let's just kind of style this up a little bit and make it look a little bit more interesting. Perhaps we'll make this a short, stocky guy here and see how this goes. This means he's going to be right up in the battle, and this adds hit points to the ship in its entirety. So let's give this a go and see how we do here. We've got 2 reactors, so this guy should be able to zip up there super fast because he's going to have lots of energy to shoot and to rocket with double the engines. All right, let's click here to start the battle, and we can start off with a whole fleet of these guys. I mean, they were $218, and I think we start off with like 1,000 or something. So let's get a group of them over here, and the other guys up here, and this should make quick work of this little guy here. Yeah, pretty much. So we're going to have this group move forward. This continue to hold this position. And these guys are just going to kind of protect in the meantime. You can come up here, and these 4 can come over. And we'll just slowly kind of move our way forward and try and make sure that we take out some of these guys as we come across them. And if we're lucky, we'll be able to take over this. Now, I see some big guys. They've got some huge guns, but they don't look like they have much for turning. You see how slow they move and how slow they go. So we might be able to surround them and take them out. So here's what I'm thinking here. We're going to have these guys come all the way down here. They might even get shot at as they sweep past. I don't know, because he's got some serious range on that thing. But that is fine. You know, we're going to have you go up here and reinforce this guy, just so that we've got a couple on each station. And then we're going to split this group up. We're going to have one go around here, and the other one's over here. And then we are going to... Yeah, he's really slow. If we try and move in too close, though, the other ship might start attacking, but then we can have these guys come in. Oh, move. Oh, gosh, it almost took him out with that. Move. So you see these guys already can just start taking them out. But we're going to have this. And I got a little close so they could shoot them. And these guys are just swarming in from the back and just doing lots of damage at this point. So this guy, yep, we made quick work of him, and we can secure this point and then move on to the next one, which I think we are going to have these guys come way up here, actually. And these guys are going to come down here. and then we will, I think we'll just kind of take out everything at this point. Oh boy, look out. Oh, that hurt. Alright, run away. Run away. Good thing these guys are really fast and zippy. Okay, so maybe you guys stay there for a moment. And we have our distraction crew come in. Oh shoot, another one spawned. Great. And try and take this guy out from behind. Which I don't know how effective it's going to be. Oh, look at that. They're just wrecking him. He can't even shoot back. It's good. It's really good. And this other guy is trying to turn around, and he's just kind of floundering there. So I'm not even going to have the other group move in because he's not able to turn at all. And we'll just keep on moving around this guy and take the point. And everyone will move here. And in fact, I will make them make a really big circle because that'll look really pretty. Oh, look at that. It made a flower of starships. Alright, so these guys are super zippy. Not super offensive, but they can also move around pretty good. Let's go on to the fight versus fighter. Light mobile fighters. Oh boy. Alright. And this, our guy here starts with batteries. Let's make like a really weird looking one here that's kind of like off kilter. There we go. Yeah, I like that. You can style these up any way you want. You know, I mean, you can take this off and you can see the area that it's at. But I mean, putting this on another area isn't going to work. Obviously, you need to put the different gun on there. I think this one or the next one we will be working on getting a lot of the what do you call it? We can start moving in to. Look at this. Oh my gosh, all the fighters. Boom, boom, boom. We'll be able to get into the customization screen where they've got all the stats and stuff. And that should be really good. That should be really good. And you see these guys are just, they're like, no, we're not moving in. We don't have enough guys to do this. So I'm going to have a large group of these guys move up here and start swarming them out a little bit here. Just to keep them from trying to move in. Let's have... Yeah, you see that they're trying to sneak around. This guy's trying to sneak around here. I might reinforce. You know, this guy I might have come here. This guy I might have go there. And then I've got equal amounts of them. Move one of these back, one of these back. And we can have this guy actually come up with this group. Alright, so we've got kind of a mixed mash of guys here. We've got a little bit of a security area. Let's go around here and scoop them all up. Oh, no you don't. Bye. We're gonna group you guys together. Oh no, not all those guys. You are going to go up here where you're needed. And you are going to go over here and chase this guy down. Chase him. Go get him. Go get him. You could. Oh, this guy's super zippy. What kind of rock engines does he have on him? Oh, we're gaining because he keeps on doing this little spinny thing. We're gonna. No, we're not going to catch him like this. Alright, so why don't you come on back here. And you guys are like slowly just taking them out one by one. This is kind of ridiculous at this point. So we're going to have to just do like a sweeping tactic here. And try and pincer them. There we go, this is what I'm looking for. Break them up and kind of shoo them into some of our forces, which is exactly what I was looking to do. And then we're going to try and take another point. And these guys are going to come up here. And we're going to create like a little barrier. These guys might get swarmed at this point. I don't know. This is kind of ridiculous here. Alright, well we're going to have this group come in down here. And you know what? I'm just going to have a small group. No, you guys are going to stay there. And we're going to try swarming in to push them into each other like we did before. Alright, see what happens here. Push them in. They don't have anywhere to go. Maybe we get a couple hits. Maybe we don't. Oh, they're just getting shot at. This is not good. This is not good. It lured a few in though. So let's split the group since we took out a few of their ships and see if we can hold this position. There we go. And this should secure the game right here. Now, that took a little longer than I expected it to, but not to worry. When there's so many these fighters and they just don't want to commit to it, it's a bit challenging. The battery stores charge and can be used to power your ship. Of course, it doesn't really create charge, though. So we could fight versus a novice, high firepower basic cruisers to gain some armor. Or we could go high health, slow battleships and earn ourselves a plasma turret. And as you can see, if I defeat this location, I can skip. I can actually go further in and branch out for different abilities and rewards as we go. So it can get really interesting. But let's go for the plasma cannon. And here we go. We're in the actual crafting screen. We're beyond the base tutorial part now. And we're in the part where you can create your own ships. My personal opinion, this thing is ridiculous. I mean, it's got a ton of health, as you can see here. And of course it tells you the overall cost, your damage per second, how far you can reach with your current weapons. Plus if you have multiple weapons, you can look at those as well. The arc that you have, the total ship mass and ship size, the turn ratio, which without any wings on this thing, it's not going to turn very fast at all. And the speed that it has. It doesn't have any engines at all, so it's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to sit there. Which I think is totally useless. And because I don't really care for this design whatsoever, I'm just going to kind of wipe it off the map. And you notice it kind of got a little bit weird there. That's because if you look at this, look at the shape of this one here. If I enter on this side of the map, you can see I am currently facing the right side. Flip it to the other side, it's left side. So it's just smart like that. It's not going to flip top to bottom on that. That's why they've got the different types here. And it doesn't really matter. Some of it's for aesthetics. I mean, this is the equivalent to 2 of these in all means. It's just a matter of this here has 32 health and 16 tons. This here has 64 health and 32 tons. So it's just double that, but it just looks a little bit nicer. That's all. So you might be able to get away with a little something extra in there. I don't know. But for now, I know that that's what it is. And so we've got some heavyweight guys that we're going to be fighting with plasma guns, and we could just fighter swarm them easy enough. Or we could make up a new ship. And you know what? I really like making up new ships. So let's do a new ship here. We'll do a couple of these reactors, and we'll put down triple turrets like it was suggesting. And we'll put down this and this. You know, let's just do a turret crazy thing here and go absolutely nuts with these turrets. Now the problem is I have to be very close in order to hit with all this stuff. And yeah, I realized when I look over here, in 10 seconds 40% of the energy will be regenerated. 0 will be used while moving because I have no rockets or engines, and 320% will be used up while firing. So I'll be able to fire like once, and then it'll take forever for that to regenerate because I don't have enough energy. So let's make ourselves a bit more power here. Now right now I realize I'm just making a Borg cube. Well, that actually has some interest to me right now. A Borg cube. That's pretty good. $470 already, and I think we start with like I think it's 1,000. I can never remember because at the beginning I'm in such a hurry to just click ship production as fast as we can. And you can see now we are able to keep up with it. It's just that there will be some times that you know, you'll have to wait for the power to regenerate a little bit before you can shoot again. Now this is pretty good. I like this so far. So let's add some method of propulsion. There we go. 51 meters a second, which means we are going to be slower than molasses in January. This is a term I learned when I lived in Michigan, because we were very close to the Canadian border and there was a lot of syrup. Pancakes were a staple. I don't know what I'm talking about here. All right, here we go. 136 meters per second. We're doing good. And we're just going to continue on with this cube look, and I'll be back once I'm done adding in all these wings. All right. Excellent. I like how this is. I mean, it doesn't look that fancy, but it's just guns, batteries, and wings. Its hit points are probably not the best as it could be, and it's really expensive. I should probably put some sort of armor on there. But that's gonna really weigh it down. I mean, chunk. It slows it down quite a bit there. Maybe I could put a little bit more on. Let's add a little bit of health to it, I guess. And then why not? I've added the extra little bit there so it looks a bit wonky. There we go. Looks more like a Star Cruiser now than it does a Borg cube. Kind of disappointed in that, actually. But we'll see what happens with this, and we will start the battle with one of these guys, a bunch of these guys, and a bunch of these guys, and then a couple more of these hopefully will come in, and we'll see how it goes from there. So let's move these guys forward and see what happens. Now, of course, our little fighter guys are just going to run in and start shooting. Zap. Those guys are gone. But I do see a plasma cannon on that guy, and if we move forward too quickly, then he's going to just start demolishing us. So let's just attack him, and we'll just have these guys shooting, surrounding him. That was awesome. That was fantastic. So this group here is just going to scare him off. Let's move you here, and we're going to have this group move around. Uh-oh, that's not good. Let's have you move out of the way, because I don't want you getting wrecked either. We're going to have you guys come over here, and you come over here to try and attack. Oh, he's got multiple guns. I didn't realize that. Shoot him, come on, get him from behind. Come on, guys. Oh my gosh, we need more ships. This could go better. I need to secure this spot here before it goes too bad. And let's get in some more reinforcements. These guys need to really be close together here. Alright, yes, get him. Shoot him. Yes, please, thank you. These guys don't seem to be that bright. They do have a lot of rockets, though. Oh, they're just swarming it. They want to come in here and take over the position. It's what on one battle? How's it gonna happen? No. Get him, boys. Yes. Oh no, you weren't facing the right way. Maybe I'll get the other guy. Yes. Okay, the armor is paying off with those guys. Alright, so we're gonna have these three try and spook this guy while he comes out here. You're gonna come over there, and we've got another couple ships. Alright, you guys can move up too. And we're gonna try and scare him away or into... Oh, shoot. This isn't good. Alright, everybody... Oh, we got the point. Okay, whew. Thank goodness, they spawned a big guy right at the end there. Alright, continue. We now have plasma turrets. So now let's go versus heavy armor with plasma turrets. Oh, look at this. It's like it's telling me that that's what it wants to do. Let's get rid of this center stuff. We don't want those. We want a plasma... No, we want a battleship is what we want. Yes, we do. We want a very narrow... oh, I just had an idea for this. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. You guys are gonna like this. I'm thinking like Yamato or something. No. I'm thinking Robotech battleship. All right. So it's not the SDF one that I was hoping for, but it's the SDF one that I have. So if you want to actually name your ships, you can, but that requires the DLC, the paint job DLC, which is the actual cost to this game. This is free. Unless you want to add in the DLC, which adds some extra stuff on there. So let's see what we can do with our multiple crazy looking fleet here of space fighters. You know, let's underpify this guy. He looks a little derpy. I kind of like the bullet effect he had going on here. Just a quick fix, no worries. And then I like the offset. That looks a little bit more interesting there. Maybe I move it up here. Make a little man. No, it kind of looks more like a peen. Okay. Well, we'll have our dirty ship there. All right, so let's start the battle, and yeah, let's toss out one of these guys, two if we can, one of those, and a whole lot of these guys here. And we'll have both of these guys moving in. Slow and steady. We're going to lose the game before we even get there. This is great. Oh boy. Yeah, we just lost. Okay, so that didn't work out so good. All right, let's try that again. But this time, oh, it didn't save it. Oh no. Well, we'll make a new ship. Okay. Okay, there we go. I mean, not as expensive, but we'll do with this one here. And I kind of mixed it up, you know, the long range ones here, because these ones can shoot, what is it, 720 meters. These ones can shoot 250. So I figured I'll put them in the back. And, you know, then I need to just get a little bit closer so I can focus all forward firepower on this battle cruiser. So let's get one of these, a couple of these, and a whole bunch of these in as quick as we can. And we'll move these guys forward because it's going to take them a little bit to get there. You can move forward too. There we go. Already we have guys reaching our destination. So this is good. This is good. We're going to have you coming in. You need to retreat and attack. There we go. You need to get behind because you are super spinny. And you just ran right over that guy. That was awesome. We're going to make more of these. More of these. One of those. You're not going to live very long, so we're going to make another couple of you if we can. And this one here, we're going to reduce by 1. Alright, well, you guys need to group up. And then, yeah, let him do some distance damage first, and then you guys can all focus fire on him. Boom. That took him down quick enough. Alright, you are super speedy and are almost dead, so you're just going to go over there. You're going to rejoin this guy. You're going to come up here, and you are going to guard the back flank because you're almost dead. You've got lots of energy, but you don't have any health left. So let's just slowly move in. And these two guys can come up here and start helping to destroy him with their long-range guns. Oh, this guy's going down in no time. All right, and I think that is game over. It's game over, man. They're not even generating enough money to toss in fast, small fighters to steal our stuff behind. All right, we've got our armor now. That went much better than the previous version. All right, ooh, a much wider arc turret. This sounds interesting. Let's make ourselves a new ship. All right, here we go. We've got a super speedy. As it goes like, what is it, 217? Which is, you know, almost as fast as our little bullet cruiser here. And then it's got a heavy gun on it. So I figure we could try this out. I don't remember what we're fighting, actually. It might be a bunch of fighters, which this would be terrible against, but I guess we'll find out. So let's try a bunch of these guys and see how that goes. One, a bunch of these, and a bunch of these. And we'll move these guys in and see how we do. Let's move them forward. And actually, we're going to spread them out. Oh, better yet, let's... Oh, shoot. Missiles? What? We're just going to charge in then. And probably die. But we need to do damage. And if they're shooting us from range with missiles that have any kind of... Oh, look at the arc on those turrets. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right. Well, let's charge in. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Good thing that my guys do a lot of damage, but oh, oof. Let's see if we can capture the point quickly. Hopefully, we'll be able to. I don't know. Let's no, less than that, and that. Let's just do a whole lot of these little guys and move them in just in case. Okay. Whew. 270 turret mount. Alright, we can now shoot with a greater field of fire. Those missiles were sick. I didn't even see what the next one was again. Oh my gosh. We're just going to go with what we've got. You know, I might switch out that one thing. Switch out the wider arc turret and put that heavy gun on there. It's a bit more expensive. Not that much though. So let's give that a go. And we'll start this up. So let's try a bunch of these guys and see what happens. And then, oh, a whole bunch of interesting ships coming in. All right. They're heading straight for our stuff. We're going to try and just take them out. They've got rockets. Son of a gun. Let's see if we can... Whoa. Boy, this is not going well. Oh, man. All right. Let's just pump out a whole bunch of small guys if we can. Man, This so... Oh, we're winning. How are we winning? Those missiles look like they're so much more dangerous. They've got some crazy armor going on here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Those guys are in for trouble. Alright, well, you try and take that point. I will try and reinforce you. But you're probably going to die before too long. Look at this ship. It's barely being held together right now. Alright, well, we still got it though. Volumetric armor. Cool. Balanced in cost and weight, but takes up more space than other armors. So, this is cool. This is cool. Alright. Next is fight versus a battery ram. Anti-fighter flak ships. Okay. It explodes on target, dealing area damage. Oh, so we're going to want stuff that has high hit points and not small little ships. So I don't think we've made like a massive battle cruiser yet. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. All right, so this is what I'm talking about here. The giant wedge. It's got some really heavy guns here. Plus it's got a couple of a large range turret mounts on the front should there be little guys that come in and evade quickly. But we're going to give this a go for a massive battle cruiser for now. There's tons of batteries. I've used some batteries just to keep the cost down a little bit. But yeah, you can see it doesn't recharge too fast, but it should be more than sufficient to keep firing over time. So let's give this a go. All right. We're going to do a bunch of those, a bunch of these, and see how it goes. Let's have them move forward. You are going up here. You are going over here. And in fact, I don't want any of you. I just realized that. Let's do... Because these guys are big. And, you know, I'm just going to just do these guys. That's it. Just those guys. And just to keep these guys from stealing our stuff... Got a good range on it, but let's just take these guys out quickly and zap, zap, zap. You're dead. Now to take out this guy. See, I'm glad that I put all these wings on there. He doesn't have that much health left, but he's got some defenses. And you're going to move forward. I'd rather you just protect stuff. And you are going to go back, I think. Yeah, we're almost at the next mark to get another ship. So let's move you over here to prevent this guy from coming in. Oh, so close. I'm glad I put those extra little guns on there just to ensure that we could defeat the little guys. Oh. So close. Oh. He's trying to evade and do some stuff there, which he could if he just swept behind with a group of those guys, but I don't think that that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen at all. These guys, my guys are mobile enough to defend themselves, I think. That they can turn around, and with those large frequency turrets, they should be alright. And in fact, I might have this guy. I'm almost up to the next gun here. That's the only problem, is that you have to wait for these things to charge up. I might have him just move forward, since I'm about to get another one. And spook this guy into some kind of damage. Oh, or we just shoot him. I kind of like that idea. So let's have him move forward. You go over here to protect that. And you start moving up here. Because I don't want any secret sneakies coming in. And that, I think, is going to be a good game right there. Because these are just a bunch of little anti-fighter ships. Which aren't going to be able to do enough damage against these anti-everything ships. these giant wedge battle cruisers. They look like some kind of church or a steeple or a house or something. All right, here we go. I think we can do one more here. We could jump over here and try and go for the Kythons. Fight versus the Beta Swarm, Armored Fighter Swarm. Ooh, fight versus the Alpha Swarm, Ultralight Armor. Ooh, we're fighting swarms. Blade Ranger autocannon fighters. Alright, so that looks like our choices are Scython, Beta Swarm, Alpha Swarm. Now, let's go for Armored Fighter Swarm, or just a Fighter Swarm. Let's go for a regular Fighter Swarm first. And we're going to need anti-fighter ships, which we now have heavy flak cannons, anti-fighter weapon that explodes on target, dealing area damage. So let me make up a new anti-fighter ship, and we'll see how this goes. All right, here we go. I decided to go for an all-in-one ship that had your light beam, your heavy flak, and your plasma turret. And, make sure that it could keep up relatively well. I tossed in a couple of batteries in there just so that it could store up some stuff between battles. But I also covered it with light armor, so it wouldn't be too much. I mean, it's got half the hit points of the previous one, but this one is not oriented for fighters. This one, I think, is more like a middle ground, an all-in-one type, and I figure, I want to give this a try and see how it goes. It's got a pretty decent turn radius on it as well. I mean, 149, so it's better than some of the other ships that I've made. This one here, of course, can turn, on a dime, but we'll see how this one goes versus the Alpha Fighter Swarm. All right, let's make a whole bunch of these jet bombers here. Just those, and we'll see how this goes. We're gonna move these guys forward. They're not going to be able to be fast enough, but hopefully they'll be able to do something here. Oh wow, yeah, they just made light work of those guys. Let's move you in here, and you can start taking out some of these little guys that are in the area. Just taking him out. Take him out. Take him out. Yes. Okay. Look at the look at the. I put the big massive turrets on these things, so they have a really good range, and this is working out really well. Okay, so you need, oh wow, these guys are very poor, so we need to move up and start taking these locations, regardless of if I think I can handle it or not. We're gonna have you go up, and you are going to be on loose cannon fighter control here, trying to just group up any that sneak past. Alright, good. We've got a forward guy here. He's going to move in. And you guys are just going to kind of make a wall and make sure that nobody gets past if possible. Come on, you need to go faster. Go faster. Oh. You need to go out this way a bit. There we go. And if I need to, this guy can double back here. Meanwhile, this guy with, well, he had fairly good health, but maybe none of these guys ever had good health. I don't know. Oh, he's getting attacked, but I mean, hey, he's got range, he's got close defenses, he's got anti-fighter flak cannons on there. This is really good. I like these guys. They're doing really well. So I might have him move in here then to take over for him, and you can move up. And then we'll just secure the stations. Yeah, actually, they don't have very much health at all. No, they look at it. They only have three pips of health. So he's actually doing just fine. His wings have taken a hit, but there we go. And this is GG. All right, victory. We get ultralight armor, and that's pretty much Istrolid, guys. I mean, there are, as you can see up here, like some boss battles. Here's one of the bosses. You must kill all of them to win the game. And you can jump across here, but I mean, if you jump across, then you still have to work your way around and up. These ones work your way over or around. A lot of these are going to give you upgrades as you go. It's really good stuff. Really good stuff. So I am going to give this game a really big thumbs up here. And I hope you guys can give it a try as well. I mean, it's free on Steam. Look down below for the in the description for any information that I have here. Oops. Look how wonky the ship gets when I move it over to the side. But it's really, really good. It's really nice. I like this quite a bit, and I think you guys will too. So if you like this video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe, and or share. Spread the mischief. I would appreciate it, and the channel would too. So I guess that's about it. Don't forget, we have a free Discord if you want to jump into chat, and we also have a Patreon channel if you want to support our content. And until next time, folks, I'll see ya.